The first stage in the service design process is called Discover, and this is arguably the most important phase of the whole process. And the aim of this phase is to understand the needs, experiences, and challenges of the young people you're designing for. Service design is a user-centered methodology, and what that means is we keep the focus on people and how they experience and access services rather than focusing on the technology. Remember, it's people first and technology second. It's about viewing the service through the eyes of a young person. And the second part of discovery is around understanding and interrogating the space you're working in. What good practice already exists in this space? What previous research or innovations can you learn from? Who else has faced the same problem and found a solution? And who are the widest stakeholders? Who else do we need to engage with? The first thing you need to do is be clear about the problem you're trying to solve. You need to be quite specific and to the point. And here are some examples. Young men are not engaging with our service. Or many young people are missing their first online counselling appointments. Young people are signing up to receive online counselling, but despite this, many of them are not turning up to their first scheduled session. And you'll notice that these examples are very specific. Another good way to stay focused is to set an outcome. What change would you like to see as a result of your service design project? For example, we would like to see that more young men engage with our service or more young people turn up to their first online counselling session. We want to see an improvement in the drop-off rate. Once you've established the problem you're trying to solve and the outcome you'd like to achieve, you'll begin to conduct a piece of user research. And the user research will help you to understand the challenge from your service user's perspective. Understand their needs and also understand their behaviours. Bearing in mind that what people say they do and what they actually do can be two different things. A good piece of user research involves listening openly and putting aside any assumptions and also observing. It's very important to focus on needs and not demands, and being able to tell the difference between the two. We're not looking here for young people to come up with solutions. We're looking for them to tell us what it's like for them experiencing our service or what challenges they face in their daily lives. There are a range of methods that you can use with this phase. Interviews and focus groups, and I highly recommend one-on-one interviews, as this is where you'll get the really rich information. Questionnaires and surveys, personas, and journey mapping. And all of these methods are available in the toolkit. For this presentation, I'm going to focus on personas and journey mapping. Personas are a representation of a service user. They'll have a name, an age, and some specific characteristics. And this will help you to focus on your users throughout your service design project. Once you have a range of personas, you can then walk that user step by step through your service. We want to build a picture of what's happening to them before, during, and after they access your service. Try and be as detailed as possible here about every step they're taking. What works, what doesn't work, and how do they feel at different points? Are there moments of frustration, anxiety, excitement? Doing this exercise will give you a good picture of the problem areas within your service. And finally, you'll complete the discovery phase by conducting some wider research. What can we learn from? Who else has solved the same problem and what did they do? And at the end of this, you'll present your findings in a discovery report. And this will be a point of continual reference that you can look back on throughout the rest of your service design project to make sure you always remain user-centered.